What's up, everybody? This is CW from the GoCast podcast, and today I bring you another court awareness with CW. And we are 5 weeks away from the tip off of the 2024-2025 NBA season. With that, myself and co host Big Nige will be breaking down the different divisions from East to West. I will handle the East while Big Nige will tackle the West. And today I start with a division that is near and dear to my heart, the Southeast Division, where I'm from, made up of the Atlanta Hawks, Washington Wizards, Charlotte Hornets, Orlando Magic, and Miami Heat. Just looking at those five teams, there are some college teams I believe that could wreck shop in that division. But we're not ready for that conversation. Now, this won't be a deep dive into anything as teams are preparing for training camps and rosters aren't truly final as of yet. So I'll go with what and who I think will make an impact this season. So drum roll, please. At number 5, I have the Atlanta Hawks. And this really shouldn't be a surprise. They're just not good. That's why they got the number 1 draft pick. And even he's, well, we'll see what he is. Resache, yeah. But anyway, Trey Young is still on the team. I'm shocked by that. I don't think he'll be there for the remainder of the 2024-2025 season. I see him as a trade chip for some team. Which team that is, I don't know. Maybe they'll try to get rid of him for more draft capital. I think we'll see, but this team is just not going to be very good. And that's pretty much it. That's my number 5 team in the Southeast Division. For number 4, the Washington Wizards. Jordan Poole is a solid player. Let me get that straight. But the Washington Wizards are not a good team. They're just not constructed to win anything. And when Jordan Poole is your best player, I mean, the guy's a number 2, number 3 option at best. And having to be that guy for a team, even out East, is just not going to pull in a whole lot of wins. They did pick up some solid pieces. Jonas Valanciunas, who was on the New Orleans Pelicans last year, and Malcolm Brogdon, who they brought in from Portland. Solid pieces to play along with Jordan Poole. And of course, their rookie sensation, Alex Starr, was hoping he could get on the Spurs, but unfortunately, that was a no-go. Either way, I think the Washington Wizards will be an okay team. They're not going to be bottom feeders, but they're not going to be very good. So I'll put them at the number 4 spot in the Southeast Division. Now, moving on to number 3, going with the Charlotte Hornets. You have LaMelo Ball, one of last year's top prospects, Brandon Miller. You bring back Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, Mark Williams. You know, you got a team that's going to be fun to watch if they can stay healthy. If LaMelo Ball can stay on the court, they're going to be a tough team to beat at times. They're young, vibrant. And let's see what Brandon Miller brings in year 2. If he can bring something to the table and LaMelo can actually stay on the court, I can see them being a minimal threat out East, but a fun team to watch nonetheless. So number 2 is easy. Miami Heat. They haven't done much over the offseason. They've lost more than they've gained, losing Caleb Martin. Of course, they have Jaime Jaquez Jr. This will be his second season. He was a great addition to their team last year, helped them a lot. And Jimmy Butler is a huge question mark. Will the Miami Heat get rid of him? If that's the case, this team plummets. They also lost Caleb Martin, which was a big piece to that team. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, solid role player types, but they're not players that can lead a team to playoff glory or even to end season glory, if we want to go there. But Eric Spoelstra will have them ready to play, and they'll be a solid team, as they always are. But don't look for this team to be anywhere close to playoff contention. So that brings us to our number 1 team out in the Southeast, or here in the Southeast where I'm from. And that would be the Orlando Magic. They actually have done some things to shore up that team. Bringing in KCP from the Denver Nuggets, solid addition. Franz Wagner got paid. Paulo Banchero gets another season to show that he's a true all-star. They're just a well put together team. Jamal Mosley, great coach. This team is probably going to have an easy road to the top of the Southeast. Unfortunately, that's not saying a whole lot. But I think they will be a tough team out East as well. They'll be in that top 4 range, I believe, again this season. Um, I think with KCP, with some a veteran piece, that's going to help them offensively just as much as he does on the defensive side. Very good defender, which they'll need. They couldn't score last year, and hopefully, hopefully they'll be able to space the floor and actually knock down some good shots because that's what killed them against Cleveland in the playoffs, and that's one of their Achilles heels is that they don't have the scoring punch other teams do, and it's going to be tough in a very tough Eastern Conference. They'll cakewalk their way to the top spot in the Southeast Division. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my placement of these 5 teams in the Southeast Division, or did I get right like I normally do? Let me know in the comments section. Also, check out the GoatCast podcast. If you haven't been checking out, we've had some guests in the last couple of weeks, and they really brought some craziness to the show. And we're going to try to bring some more on very soon. Check out my man, Big Nige. He'll be coming up with Basketball with Big Nige, and he will be breaking down the Western Conference divisions. So stay tuned for all of that. We're only 5 weeks away, guys, so just be a little more patient, and the NBA season will be back. So we thank you guys again. Please continue to like and subscribe to the channel. Can only grow with your help. So thank you again. I'll be back soon with more content.